Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing this evening? It's so dark and cold outside. It's gotten colder and colder as the day has gone on. And it's about 6:15. My husband is right inside there with little Boo Radley, and he's doing some work from home. And I just made this cup of coffee. I got out here, I had a Diet Coke that I brought home from Caroline's on the way home last night. Oh no, I took this on the way to Caroline's because I knew she had Diet Coke there. So I took this, I was drinking this on the way there and it was in the car. And then on the way home I was drinking it. And then when I got home, after we got home I laid down and I took a nap last night. So I put this in the refrigerator because I was going to finish it when I got up. But I ended up having a cup of coffee and a root beer when I got up to watch my shows. So this was still in the refrigerator, so I'm trying to finish it. So I got a Diet Coke and a cup of coffee. And when I brought the cup of coffee out here, I put it on this table, this little table right here. You guys can see. It's like a little table right here, right? And so I put it on this little table, and I was like moving the chair, and it like bumped the coffee, and the coffee like spilled everywhere. So I had to go inside and get a paper towel. So while I was inside, I was like, I'm gonna put my heated vest on. It'll go down to white in a second, then I have to move it up to blue and then to red, because after it warms up, it does that. So, before I get started, I'm going to light my candles out here. Let me move my coffee and my Diet Coke closer to me. I love these Lake Erie candles that I was sent. They're so fantastic. This one's kind of like a... I said the other day like vanilla or something, but it smells kind of like a sugar cookie mixed with like balsam. It smells really, really good. And this is the Bath & Body Works 'Tis the Season candle. Speaking of the season, 'tis the season to be jolly. Fa la 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 la. Did you guys have a nice holiday? For those of you that celebrate Christmas, did you guys have a nice Christmas? If you don't celebrate Christmas or you weren't able to be with people this year, did you guys have a nice day? Did you get to just kind of relax and do what you want to do, you know? I was talking to a friend of mine the other day, and she wasn't able to do anything for Christmas this year with like family or friends, and I felt kind of bad for her because she was kind of like down and stuff like that. And I was like, but look, I go, you get to like, I talked about this on my Peterisms channel today, and I was like, but look, you get to like order whatever kind of food you want, or go out and get something and make it at home, or you can like binge watch a TV show. And I go, you just get the whole day to spend with your dog. And she was like, yeah, that's true, you know. So it's hard though, like when you're there, you know, to be positive about all that, you know. But so, for those of you out there that weren't able to celebrate Christmas with your friends or family this year, or you don't celebrate it, I was thinking of you guys yesterday. It was kind of like really weird because, so I filmed my last vlog I filmed it I think going into Christmas Eve, right? Like the night before once I got home. So I filmed that going into Christmas Eve. Yeah, I filmed it after I got home from the get-together at my mother-in-law's house, which I thought was going to be like this huge party, and it didn't end up being. I've had, the last 4 days have been so like just busy. So I got up on Christmas Eve and I was like, I had a lot of time to like film videos and stuff, and I was like, no, just take the day, just enjoy your day, take it off. You've got videos pre-filmed and stuff. And then on Christmas Day, when we got home last night from Caroline's, it was weird because I was really tired. Like, I really wanted to lay down and take a nap. And I was like, why don't you just, like, vlog for a half an hour? It's like, no, just, you said you're going to start taking some days, so take some days. So anyway, I'll tell you what I did the last couple days. Those candles look so pretty. I woke up today and I was like, I'm taking my Christmas tree down today because I'm just kind of like ready for summer. I immediately this morning, like I got up and I like looked on my Christmas countdown. I immediately got up and looked on my pool countdown. I think it's like 167 or 157 days or something like that until the pool opens. Because I was just like, I love Christmas. And I know, like, 'cause I'm going to keep on listening to Christmas Cozy Mysteries because I downloaded so many of them. So, like, in, you know, the rest of this week in January and stuff like that, I'll probably keep on listening to them. But, you know, sitting out here in the cold and whatever. But I'm like, I feel like I was like, I can't get rid of the wreath or this yet over here. I have this, like, Christmas bush thing. I was like, I can't get rid of that yet. Or my Christmas lantern. I can't get rid of her yet. That'll be my thumbnail. I was like, I can't get rid of her yet. But then I was like, but how long are you going to keep it up? When do you guys keep decorations up? Like through the New Year's? Do you take it down this week? What do you do? Let me know in the comment section below. I'll probably This stuff I'll probably keep out here. The Christmas tree, I have to be honest with you, like the upstairs one and the downstairs one, I really did not plug in the lights often. Even on like the nights, because they light up like the room, even though the tree is so small. So when Alex is sleeping, if I'm watching TV down there, it'll light up like the bedroom upstairs. So I didn't really plug in the Christmas tree lights that much. Definitely not upstairs. A couple times I did, like Boo and I were laying around and stuff like that, but or I was listening to some Christmas music, get ready or whatever, I would plug it in. But I really didn't plug in the tree that much, either tree this much this year at all. And I feel like Christmas kind of like, I feel like I started like decorating early and listening to Christmas music early and stuff. Like I feel like I did everything I wanted to do for. I mean, there's always things I want to do. Like I would have loved to have seen the lights at the art museum, the Newfields, because you can go there, and we did that last year with Melissa and Jason. And that was really fun. And like I wish I had seen the Christmas Carol to play. And there's always tons more movies that I wish I would have watched, or shows and stuff like that. But it is what it is, I had a fantastic Christmas. I, for once, was able, this is like my biggest goal of next year, well, other than losing weight, is to be present in the moment, just really enjoy the moment. And I was really, really able to do that through the holidays, so that was nice. I actually wasn't like really on my phone at all. I kind of like made a point of like, if I was like sitting and talking to family, to like put my phone like in the other room. So that was really nice, because I was just like present and having conversations with people and being like, okay, just really enjoy this time. So, okay, that night after I vlogged and vlogged for Christmas Eve, what did I watch? I started like Charlie Brown Christmas, so I finished that, and then I can't remember what else I watched that night. Well, I can kind of tell you what I've watched the last couple days. I don't know what order, but that night I may have watched Vanderpump Rules, because I was like on the where I left it and started it, because I started it up last night when we got home from Carolina. Well, after I laid down and took a nap, I started it up, and because last night I was talking to so Caroline and I were joking, because she was like trying to figure out my relationship, or like like how I was related to her stepson's wife, which there's no relationship. And Caroline was like, well, she's your cousin. I go, she's my second cousin's wife. There's no relationship there whatsoever. We're very close. And so she is like, she's trying to binge watch Vanderpump Rules before it comes out. So she's on the 6th season. I'm on the 3rd season, but like last night I was still in the 2nd. I was watching the reunion. And so she and I were talking about it, and I was like, yeah, to be honest with you, like I was trying to like binge watch all these Christmas shows and Christmas movies, and she loves the Christmas movies too. And so I was telling her about it. I told Jessie, because she had downloaded Single All the Way, and I was telling my cousin's son, his girlfriend was talking about how she loves these cheesy Christmas movies, so I was asking her which one she was watching and stuff, and telling her which ones I watched that she would like, and I really did have fun watching Christmas movies this year, especially watching like new ones. I think one thing that felt off to me until like the very end was that I didn't really watch, other than Smoky Mountain Christmas, which I didn't even finish, because I just like was watching it while I was doing some stuff on the computer. I didn't watch like a lot of the movies that I watch every year. I think that kind of felt a little bit off for me, but I made the point of wanting to watch new movies, because I always watch the same ones, and I'm like, I don't know that I won't find a new favorite. Like I was looking at my list, and last year I watched this movie, I think it's on Netflix, and it's called El Camino Christmas, and I loved it. I thought it was fantastic. And so I put that on my list. And the other, that was a movie, but the show that takes place like, I can't remember what it's called, but it's in the airport in Oslo, Norway. I loved that. It's not Snowed In for Christmas, because that was the cheesy movie that I watched. I didn't finish that one either, I don't think. But I loved that series, and so I had to put that on my list too. I keep like a running list of all the shows that I'm going to watch for Christmas. I think the fact that like I didn't, like I started Frosty, I started, Rudolph, all those shows, but like I watched like 2 minutes of them and then turned it off. Like, the fact that I didn't really watch those shows and that stuff, when those were kind of like staples for my Christmas, kind of, I think, made this Christmas feel a little bit off. But more than previous years, I did more stuff this year, as like far as family and stuff like that. So that night, going into Christmas Eve, I can't remember. I may have just watched... to be honest with you, I have no clue. I don't even remember. And so, and then Christmas Eve, we got up. Well, Alex woke me up. I had my alarm set for like 1:30 because I was going to sleep in. I went to bed real late. I must have watched, oh, I know what I started watching. So I watched Charlie Brown's Christmas. So I got done with the vlog late and stuff, and then I watched something else, some show, and then I watched Charlie Brown's Christmas because I'd started it and I had like, it's like 30 minutes. I had like 25 minutes left. And then I watched, and it was real warm out here that night, and I watched Die Hard 2. I have like a half an hour left of it. I forgot how much I love that movie. So I watched Die Hard 2, and then I went to bed, and then I had set my alarm for like 1:30. Well, Alex woke me up at like 12:30, and he was like, Jesse and Fufu are going to do some last minute shopping at the mall, and they're going to go to brunch at Cafe Patachou first, and they wanted to know if we wanted to go. And I was like, yeah, sure. So this is me trying to be spur of the moment, live in the moment, things like that, right? So got up and got ready real quick, and we dressed all cozy and cute, and then we, because we didn't have to be at his aunt's house till 7. So we went to brunch with Jesse and Fufu, which was really fun. It was really nice. I was not super hungry, and I knew we were going to eat that night. To be honest with you, I weighed myself this morning, and I'm like, I've lost a pound, but I was up. Like I was like 5 pounds up, 5 or 6 pounds, maybe. Well, from my lowest, I was like, so I weighed in the other day, and I was like, this was like 4, 5, 6 days ago, I weighed in, I was like 211. I had been 203. I've been holding between 203 and 205, and then I would be at 207, then go back down to 203, but I was like 211. I was like, okay, no, this is where I'm going to start gaining weight again, right? And so it was like, I've got to be very careful what I eat, but I still want to enjoy myself and whatever. So I woke up today, and after Christmas and Christmas Eve and eating all these snacks and treats, I sat last night and I brought all this food home from Caroline's, macaroni and cheese and deviled eggs and piece of apple pie and all this crap. And I sat there and ate it while I was watching shows last night, and I woke up today and I was like 210 exactly. So that's, a lot of that's probably water weight gain and stuff. So that's doable to get back down to where I was. And then one of my goals going into 2024 is to definitely get below, like in January, I want to be below 200 pounds. I've been like plateaued for so long, so I want to be below 200. And every time I talk about my weight on here, somebody always gets triggered that I'm talking about my weight. I mean, it's my story. I don't know what to talk to you about. I mean, I think by now we know that my weight loss journey is part of my story. So I'm not going to not talk about it. It's part of my life. It's part of my story. It's also part of the medical treatment of what doctors are recommending to me to be, at a certain weight and things like that. I apologize that you're triggered for that, but I'm not going to not talk about something that's going on with my life that's important to me. I don't want to fixate on it and, and say this and just obsess over it. But that is one of my goals, is in January to get under 200 pounds. And then by like March or April, I'd like to be, between like 180 and 190. And then hopefully by this summer, be down to my goal weight of like 170 to 180 is like my goal weight, and then just maintain that. My goals are also, I'm gonna do a whole video on my goals on my Peter Does Stuff channel for this week, but I'm trying, thinking of all these videos to do like for the new year. It's like I always I have all these videos for my drama channel where it's like the top 10 stories I covered this year, or my top 5 videos and what I think about them now, or that kind of stuff. I have all these videos for like each channel film. So for my Peter Does Stuff channel, or maybe it's my Peterisms, I can't remember, I have it all written down. One of the videos that I want to do is like goals that's my Peterisms videos, why I do goals instead of resolutions. But on my Peter Does Stuff channel, I think I'm going to talk about my goals for 2024. So that's definitely one of my goals. But a very high second goal to that is staying rooted and staying present in the moment and just enjoying the moment. I really did that the last couple days, and I'm like very proud of myself, even though it sounds simple, that I wasn't like, okay, what do I have to do tomorrow? What do I have to do this, whatever. When we came home from Alex's mom's house that night, or was it before then? I think it was before then, because I was getting presents and stuff together. Maybe it was Christmas Eve day. I got all of Caroline's and her whole family's presents together, got everybody's presents together, Alex's presents together. It was Christmas Eve, because Alex, after we got back from brunch, I was talking on the phone and stuff, and then I got all the presents together because he and Boo Rowley took a nap, and while he was taking a nap, I told him when he got up, I was like, Santa Claus came while you were gone. Santa Claus came and Santa Paws came for Boo Radley. Because I had all the presents out there and stuff like that. So yeah, so Christmas Eve was really nice. It was very relaxed. I listened to a lot of Christmas music that day. The oldies, the Cascade Christmas album, all kinds of stuff. My Christmas song of 2023, I have to say, because I hadn't heard it in so long, and I downloaded the soundtrack to The Holdovers, which was that movie that I was talking about, and the whole thing is like a Christmas soundtrack, and a lot of like Motown Christmas music on there. And the Temptations, Silent Night, which I'd forgotten how much I love that song, is on that soundtrack, and there's a really special scene in the movie about that. And so I've like been listening to Silent Night by the Temptations over and over and over again. And then my three top songs were Silent Night by the Temptations, Old Lang Syne on the Cascade, like, you know, the DJ Cascade, his album, and My Christmas Wish by Britney Spears. This is because I saw that in the single All the Way. So those have been like my three big Christmas songs this year. And the other night I listened to, or the other day on Christmas Eve, I listened to like the whole Home Alone soundtrack, because I downloaded that too. But I didn't watch that movie this year. That's usually one of my movies that I watch every year. Oh, wait, gotta see, it goes down to white. There's little Boo Radley. He's visiting me. Hey, Boo Radley! His dad's doing some work, and he was laying down on the heated blanket next to it. Oh my God, did I share this? So Alex, he was like so excited about it too. He went to, I think it was like this white elephant. He went to like something he did was like a white elephant, and he got this heated blanket, and he was so excited about it. He was like, oh my God, I got this heated blanket, I'm gonna use it every night, whatever. And I look at it and I go, that's literally the heated blanket that I just reviewed in my review video that I got at Costco. And he goes, and it works really well too, right? And I go, you want to know the truth? And he was like, yeah. I go, yeah, it kind of sucks. It doesn't really get like that warm. So then he's using it inside, and he's like, oh yeah, he was like, it like heats up pretty well. And I like felt it. I was like, there's no heat coming off this blanket. I don't know who he thinks he's fooling, but so now the heated blanket has turned into just like this faux fur throw that he has next to him on the couch. And so Boo Radley loves to like wrap up in this, like, or lay on this like faux fur row or throw. And so that's what the heated blanket is now. So anyway, which by the way, Caroline got me these heated slippers that you like plug in, because she's like, this would be perfect for the front porch when you want to sit out there when it's cold. And then she got me something else she got me like this like really nice thing that like it sits like on your chair, so it's like really comfortable. She's like, you can, all this stuff to like sit on the front porch. So anyway, so that was Christmas Eve day. And then Alex took like a really long nap. We got back from brunch. Like we got back, and we went to brunch at like 1, and we were out of there by like 2, and he came home and like he went immediately to sleep. And then he got up at like, we were supposed to be there at 7. We ended up getting there a little bit, well, it wasn't too late. It was like 10 after 7. So he ended up getting up at like 6:15. I feel like we got home earlier than 2 because we weren't there forever. I wasn't very hungry, so I got tomato artichoke soup, a bowl of it, and a croissant. Maybe I just got I don't remember, a cup. I can't remember. Alex got his full deal with the soup and the Cuban and stuff. Jesse got yogurt and granola, and Fufu just had a latte. So, because he had eaten, his mom had made a right bus before they left, so he just ate those. But it was really fun. We had a really nice time hanging out with them. And then Christmas Eve, we went over to his aunt's house, and it was Alex and myself, Jesse and Fufu, Carlos and Liliana and the kids, Alex's grandma, his cousin, his aunt and uncle, and his mom. It was really fun. Oh, and the friend that's staying with Carlos and Liliana. It was really, really fun. Okay, so here's the deal. So every year for Christmas Eve, they always say they want to do pajamas, right? And so I always am a good sport, and I wear pajamas. I'm not like I like the short, I almost wore the shorty pajamas last night, but it was kind of cold. And so, or 2 nights ago. And so I was like, I just really want to be comfortable. And like, Alex's uncle, he always has like jeans or like nice pants on and like a button down, and then Carlos never wears pajamas, and like then there'll be 3 other people that won't wear pajamas. And so I was like, I'm not wearing pajamas, like I just want to be comfortable. So I wore jeans and a hoodie, and Alex wore like a velour tracksuit that he bought. He has like 2 of them. I think he got them at Abercrombie or something. Those were his pajamas that he wore. So we go in, and Carlitos opens the door. Carlitos is 11 now, and he opens the door, and he looked at me and goes, Tio Peter, you didn't wear pajamas. I was like literally crushed. I felt so bad. I was like, I'm sorry. He goes, my dad didn't either. And I was like, oh. He's like, but everybody else did. And so Carlos was like literally the only other person. Well, Alex's uncle had like jeans and a nice shirt on, and then Alex's aunt had bought these pajamas for his cousin, his grandma, and his aunt and uncle. And so like halfway through the night, his uncle went on and put these, they were like matching pajamas that she got on Amazon, these Christmas pajamas. They were really cute. And so, and Carlos, he had like, I think he had like shorts on and like a hoodie or something like that. He had a San Diego hoodie on, so yeah, he wasn't. But everybody else wore pajamas. Like everybody else wore pajamas. And well, Jesse and Fufu both wore like sweatpants and hoodies, so it wasn't really that. So I had jeans and a green hoodie on, but I felt bad. I was like, I should have worn Christmas. So next year I'll be wearing the Christmas pajamas. I almost did. I was almost just like, you know, follow the assignment, wear Christmas pajamas. But the last time that I did, it was literally like me, Alex, like I don't even think Alex did. He like sometimes wears a onesie, but he didn't this year. Last time I did it, it was like literally like me, Alex's mom, and his aunt. Nobody else had pajamas on. I was like, I just want to be comfortable. And then Carlitos was like, Tio Peter, you didn't wear pajamas. And I was like, oh my God. These little plaid pajamas on, this hoodie. I felt so bad. So we had such a good time. So we got there and they had like dinner right away. And it was like turkey and ham. And they had like, well, his uncle had made like turkey and ham, but like not to like eat in slices. Like he had it cut like that. But they had like buns and like horseradish sauce and all this stuff. Oh, we also had like, is it beef tenderloin? I don't know what it is. But he had all this different kinds of stuff to like make these little sliders. You could make whatever kind of sliders you wanted. And they were like real nice rolls and stuff like that. And then they had potato salad, which I thought was kind of bizarre for Christmas Eve, but I was very thankful for it because there wasn't a lot for me to eat. There was tomato salad, and then there was, my neighbors across the street on the corner are having something because there's all these people parking in their driveway. But they don't like, they're not going to the house, they're going to somebody else's house. I wonder if somebody asked if they could park over there. Let's see if this person gets out and goes into their house. No, see, they're parking it, but then they're going somewhere else. I wonder if there's a party there down the street somewhere. I should go and see where they're going. Are they going into the house? I'm being nosy. I'm being nosy right now. Where are they going? Where are all these people going? Oh no, she is going into the house. Here's gonna be. Oh, did I already do a thumbnail? I feel like I already did a thumbnail. Here's a good thumbnail though. It was kind of a nice thumbnail, wasn't it? It was like a sweet thumbnail. So we had dinner. Everybody else was sitting in the dining room. And then, well, some people were like sitting, just like his grandma and his cousin and stuff were just like sitting there eating with like the plates on their laps. But we sat down. Well, Alex and Jesse and Fufu were sitting in the kitchen, like a four-top table. It's like the kids' table, I said. So I sat down there with them, and that was nice. And then Alex's uncle had like, he was like, let's watch a movie. Because, okay, so dinner was at like right when we got there. I thought it would be like 9. It'd be like a sit-down dinner. It wasn't. It was kind of like a buffet kind of thing. And then there was like they had all kinds of like, his mom brought this Costco white like wedding cake. And then his uncle had like, they didn't have any of like the Latino food. I was kind of surprised. Like I said to his aunt, I said, where are the ayacas? And she was like, oh, we didn't do that this year and all this kind of stuff. I was kind of surprised by that. There was like literally like, other than these like desserts that they had, there was like no like Venezuelan food there at all. I kind of thought there would be, but there wasn't. So anyway, I was sitting in the living room. They were all like, so there's like a you know, like a formal living room and like just like the one where you hang out and stuff like that. And so his uncle and I were sitting in there talking, and I was like in the recliner, and he was like on the chair, one of the chairs. And it's like this big living room with 2 couches and a recliner and stuff like that. And then the kids were playing on the floor. They were playing with something on the floor, their tablets or something like that. And so he was flipping through these stations. He was like, do you want to watch a movie? Well, some of them were standing in the kitchen talking. It was like real loud. Like everybody talks at the same time, right? And I go, we tried this on Thanksgiving and then everybody fell asleep. I go, if we're going to watch a movie, let's watch it later. Because this is the deal. So, like, Santa doesn't come till midnight. There's no unwrapping of presents till midnight, right? So at this point, it was like 8. We had 4 hours, okay? So we're sitting there, and he had, like, the music playing through the TV and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, there was some, like, game show on that was, like, with RuPaul. And, like, I'd forgotten that RuPaul is, like, a game show now or whatever. But I was like, can we put on Game Show Network? And he was like, okay. And so he couldn't figure out how to do the remote. So then I had to pull up Game Show Network. And so it was Family Feud. They were doing like a marathon of like Christmas Family Feuds. And so I'm like looking at my coffee and my Diet Coke, like which one do I want first? So we start watching Family Feud, he and I. And then Liliana comes in to the room and she starts watching it. Then Carlitos is real interested in it. And so he starts shouting answers. And then Jesse comes in and Fufu comes in, and then Alex's mom comes in. And then Alex comes in next to me. And within literally like 45 minutes, I had like everybody in the family was, except for his like grandma and his aunt and his cousin and stuff. They were in, and his mom kept on getting up and going in the other room and whatever. But we were all sitting there watching Family Feud. We literally watched like 2.5, 3 hours of Family Feud. We're all like shouting answers and stuff like that. It was so funny. Because it's funny because one of the answers, like, and if somebody got it, like, we all got excited that they got it, you know, like, in the family, like, they guessed it. And the answer, so one of the things, it was something like, what's a reason that a wife might get mad at her husband, or something that a wife wouldn't want her, 100 women were asked, like, what's something that they get mad that their husband does all the time. And I said watch sports, which wasn't even up there, and, which I was kind of surprised. I thought that was a good answer. Good answer, good answer. You have to do that on Family Feud. I had the whole family doing this on Family Feud. And so, anyway, Liliana goes, fart, fart, like that. And we all started laughing. And I was like, there's no way it's going to be up there. And literally, it was like the second answer, and it said cut cheese. And Liliana goes, oh, I didn't get it. And everybody goes, no, that's what farting is. It's called cut, because, you know, like, in lost in translation. She's like, oh, I got it. She was so excited. So anyway, we had so much fun. And then, we started doing the Secret Santa gift exchange at like 11:30, and then it still wasn't open, and then Santa came at midnight, and then we finished the gift exchange, and so yeah, Alex's mom got me, and she got me like this like really cool Starbucks cup. It's one that I didn't have, like, you know, the ones, because she knows I love those. And then she got me these different lip things, I think from like Anthropology or something. She did like really nice. She got me the journal the night before. I think I talked about that on here. She got really good gifts this year. And then she got me a coffee, like a Starbucks coffee mug, and it says something on it. And I don't have that one either. She's like, do you have those? I was like, no. And she's like, well, Alex told me that you love those and stuff like that. So that was really sweet. And then I pulled Alex's cousin, and I had already, so she makes like beaded jewelry, and I had already bought her this like thing, because you can buy tons of beads on Amazon, and I found like the most unique ones that I could find, because she makes all this really cool like beaded jewelry. And so this is Maya's sister, and so I bought her all these beads so she could make beaded jewelry with it. And she was so excited. She was like, oh my God, I can't believe this, blah, 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 whatever. And she loves music, and she loves making her own music, and she has like a drum circle and stuff like that, right, that she does. And so I was like, and she like sat down. I go, oh, well, wait, there's something else. And I bought her bongo drums. She, like, everybody, like, her grandma started crying. She's like, she's wanted bongo drums forever. I was like, oh my God, I did not even know this. Like, I thought she had them, and I had like I was just buying her new bongo drums. And Alex's uncle was like, no, she uses like the kitchen table for bongo drums. It was kind of this joke between Alex and I, because his uncle's always like, quiet down, quiet down. So I was like, I looked at him and I said, it's a present for you too. She was so excited. Alex's aunt and his grandma were like crying. They were like, Peter, that was the nicest gift. It was like, I think they thought it was like real expensive. Bongo drums like online are not expensive. Like you can get them on Amazon. But they came with like a carrying case and everything. She was so excited. I didn't know. I thought she had a drum because she like does like this drum circle stuff. I thought she had a drum. She has no drums. I didn't know that. I thought she had like a drum. I thought she had like an old pair of like bongo drums that she brought from Venezuela when she moved here. I didn't realize she didn't have any drums at all. And so they were like, she's wanted drums for so long. And I was like, oh my God, I didn't know that. So that was really cool, special moment. She was so excited. She kept on hugging me and stuff like that. It was really sweet. And then after that, everybody just kind of like had dessert. They were watching something on TV. I can't remember, some Christmas movie on TV. I had 2 pieces, did I say this already, of that white wedding cake from Costco. Okay, hands down probably one of the best cakes I've ever got in my entire life. I'm starting to think that like Costco has all the best food in the entire world, because the cake, she had bought it for like the get together, and then she brought it over there because nobody ate it at the get together. It was so delicious. It was probably like the best wedding cake I mean, literally, it's just a white cake that you get at Costco. It has like decorations on top of it. They're all in white. I was like, this is like literally the best wedding cake. Alex was like, what kind of cake was it? I go, white wedding cake. It was like the best, and it's like a $9.99 cake. I was like, that is like hands down. I was like, that is the best cake that I have ever had in my entire life. Like, hands down, it was so good. So we stayed there till like, I said the other night that we got home at like 2, but that wasn't true. We got home at like right at 1. So we stayed there till like 12:30. Everybody was really, really getting tired. Fufu and Jesse were so tired from like doing so much and traveling so much. And they were like falling asleep. Carlos was like falling asleep. He was so tired. Alex's mom was like falling asleep. She was so tired. So when we all left, I think we got home. We either got home right before 1 or right before 2, but I feel like it was like right before 1 is when we got home. Because Alex joked when we got home, he goes, we're getting up at like, what, 7 in the morning to open presents. I go, excuse me? I would have been fine to like open them all that night on Christmas Eve, but we didn't open any presents on Christmas Eve. I was like, well, what time are you going to get up? And he goes, 10. I go, okay, well, I can get up at 10 to like open presents. He goes, you're never going to get up at 1 or at 10. He was like laughing and stuff like that. So he and Boo went to bed like real quick on Christmas Eve. Well, I was like, listen, look at this. So there's little Boo Radley again. So I was like, I'm going to watch some Christmas stuff. So I was like, I want to watch something that's on my old list. So I started watching, well, I watched almost all of it, The Night They Saved Christmas with Jacqueline Smith. Do you guys remember that movie? Where they live like in Antarctica or somewhere, and they're like, her husband's like drilling for oil, and it's too close. They're doing dynamite. It's too close to North Pole City, and so they're going to destroy Santa Claus. So I watched most of that. I forgot how good that movie was. I was like Googling where all the people are today and all that kind of stuff. And because all those people that back in the day, they were like all in like a lot of those Christmas movies and stuff, like those made-for-TV Christmas movies. I was going to watch It's a Wonderful Life with Mickey Rooney, but like I watch that every year, and Smoky Mountain Christmas, to the point where it's like if I miss a year, I'm okay. So I wanted to watch Box of Delights. Now, every other year, there's been like 50 different versions that you can watch on YouTube. So Box of Delights is a book by, I think, John Mansfield. And it takes place in the English countryside, like in the early 1900s. And or during like the war or something like that. I think World War I. And then it's this guy that has to go, this kid that he's like, I don't know how old he is, but he has to go live with his guardian out in this country house. And the cousins come, or the friends or cousins or somebody, the damn Joneses, they have to come stay out there. Well, it was like this series that the BBC made into a series on TV. I bought it back in the day in like VHS style on like eBay or something. And you can play it all the way through as like one consistent movie, but the BBC did it in episodes, like over 10 weeks. Every year I've watched it on YouTube, because I don't know where those VCR tapes anymore. Every year I've watched it on YouTube. So I get on YouTube and I start looking for it, and you can find like the 3rd and the 4th episode, but those aren't even, I don't even like those. My favorite are like the first 2 episodes, and they're like 45 minutes, 29 or 45 minutes long, something like that. They're like my favorites. Well, they're now, you can't watch them in the US. I don't know why, but like it's literally, they're nowhere. The movie is nowhere on YouTube. Like it comes up and it'll show things of it, but it's just like a blacked out screen, and it says like it's copywritten and stuff like that in the US or out in the UK or something like that. You can't watch it anymore. So I was like, oh, I really wanted to watch that. And because I wanted to watch something that would like really get me in the spirit for Christmas. And so I was like, should I watch Rudolph? Should I watch this? So I ended up watching the Disney version, the Pixar with Jim Carrey of A Christmas Carol, because I love The Christmas Carol. Every year I love The Christmas Carol. It's kind of like my Christmas Eve kind of go-to if I don't watch Season of Miracles, which I didn't watch this year. That's the thing. It's like all these Christmas movies that I love, you know, that I didn't watch most of these Christmas movies this year. But it's okay. There's always going to be other years, you know. So, my mom said, I said that to my mom, her last birthday. I'm gonna sneeze. Because she was so excited about her birthday, and she was really upset that I didn't get her birthday cake, and I felt so bad about it. I was like, Mom, there's gonna be other birthdays. You can have a birthday cake in it, you know? And then she passed away, so I always feel bad about that. But hopefully there'll be other Christmases that I can do that. It's weird, like, I feel like I've been celebrating Christmas for so long, and then it's just like, all of a sudden, it was the week of Christmas. I don't know if anybody else felt like that, but... So then, I went to bed, we got up Christmas morning, made some coffee, and then we opened presents. So I got up. I stayed up very late, okay? So I was up at 10. Well, Alex had gotten up at like 7 or 8 and taken Boo Radley out and given him his medicine. And then he had gone back to bed. So I woke up at 10, and Alex was not up. So I got up, made a cup of coffee, did my prayers and meditations, all that kind of stuff, and then I waited like 45 minutes. It was like almost 11, and I went upstairs, and he like kind of like woke up for a second, and he was like, "What time is it?" And I said, "It's 11." And he goes, "I'm gonna sleep for just a little bit longer." I said, "You're the one that told me to get up at 10. He was like, "Okay, well, do you care if I sleep?" I said, "I don't care." So I came out here and I listened to some Christmas music and stuff like that, and it was just like really peaceful. It was like very peaceful, and like I prayed a lot that morning actually, and just kind of like talked to my God or my higher power, talked to God a little bit. It was really peaceful, and Christmas Day was so warm in Indianapolis. It was like 55, and so I had this coat on and all this kind of stuff, and then I found another coat that I think it's another Marmot coat, and that I bought like 2 years ago, and then I ended up never wearing. I'd seen like this YouTuber that from back in the day that like he always wore this coat, and I was like, oh, I really want that coat. Mark Miller, YouTuber. I don't even think he posts YouTube, but yeah, I don't know if he does or not. I don't watch his YouTube videos very often anymore, but he's from Indiana too. Well, he had like 2 years ago this Instagram picture of him in this coat, and I was like, oh, I love that coat. So I found it, and it was on sale, and I got it. Well, it's never been able to fit me. I put it on, did I put it on Christmas Eve? I put it on Christmas Eve, and it's baggy on me now. It was down hanging on our clothes rack in the basement, because I'd saved like the coats down there that I wanted to save. So I was like, I can't believe this coat doesn't even, it fits, but it's like baggy on me. So, and with a hoodie, it can still zip up over a hoodie, like comfortably. But I'm glad about that. So anyway, so Alex finally got up, we opened presents, and then we just kind of like relaxed and had a nice day, you know, just hung out, the two of us and Boo Radley. It was just really nice. And then we had to be over at Caroline's at 4. Well, I called Mel, and I'm just gonna call her Melon from now on. Mel and I had, I talked to her like on Christmas Eve briefly, and then I talked to her the day before briefly, but we hadn't like had a chance to like sit down and just like talk. And so I called her, and we ended up talking for like an hour on the phone. Well, time just kind of got away from me. Alex went back to bed and took another nap, right? So I'm like sitting out here, and I'm talking to Mel on the phone. I kept on saying, I'm gonna have to get off because I'm gonna have to get ready in a second, right? We talked forever on the phone. We had such a great phone call. And so anyway, she was telling me all this kind of stuff. We were laughing so hard and whatever. And so I look at my clock and I go, oh damn, it's like 8 after 3. And I was like, we have to leave here in like 22 minutes because we had to be at Caroline's at 4. And so I went upstairs. I got off the phone with Mel, and I went upstairs, and I was like, Alex, we have to leave here. I said, are you taking a shower? He's like, yeah, I'm gonna take a shower. And I go, well, I have to take a shower too. We have to leave here in like 20 minutes. So I like got in the shower first, got ready, got dressed, and all that kind of stuff. Then he got ready. But I have this Christmas shirt that I bought, and I bought it at Nordstrom Rack. I think I showed him on here, and it was like a red plaid, and I was really excited about it. It's Brooks Brothers, and it was on sale. And I was really excited about this shirt. Well, I put it on. You guys, I don't know what to do about clothes anymore. It's super baggy on me. And so I had it with like those Oxfords. I had my jeans like rolled up once. It was like this very kind of like, you know, like 80s England on the street vibe kind of thing, you know. It was very cute. But I was like, this shirt is too baggy. Like, I can't wear it. He's like, babe, it looks fine. I was like, it's not. It's so baggy. Like, it looks stupid. So I took it off, and I didn't know what to do. And the last minute, I was like going to my closet. I was like, okay, I'm going to have to wear that black sweater. That black sweater that I got for that event that we went to at the Restoration Hardware thing. I've gotten so much use out of that sweater this year. And so, so I wore this, I put this shirt on. I don't think I've ever worn it. My Aunt Kathy bought it for me a couple years ago. Well, a couple years before she passed away. And the brand is Vents. I think it's like a Saks brand or something like that. And it was kind of like this, it's a denim shirt, but it's kind of like very soft. It's not like a denim shirt. It's like very, like denim color looking, but it's like very soft. And so I wore it with the black sweater over it. You know, my thing that I always do with the black sweater. And actually, I really liked the outfit. It looked really cute. So, go to Caroline's house. I text her. I was like, babe, because like we left her like at 4. And I texted her and I said, I'm so sorry we're running late. She's like, take your time. Don't worry about it. It's Christmas. We're just hanging out, whatever. So we get there. We actually got there at like 20 after 4. And she was like, you didn't get here that late at all. So, went inside. And we ate at 5. It was very, very nice. I had the macaroni and cheese was delicious. Caroline made she's making grandma's mac and cheese, but she makes it so different. There's like no watery milk in the bottom and stuff like that. She uses different noodles. She uses like the noodles that are like in the Kraft macaroni and cheese, you know. So she made macaroni and cheese. She made me my mushrooms. And then they had ordered a lot of it, like from like Fresh Market or something. So they ordered this like package, and the stuffing she said she didn't think had any meat in it, but I was like too afraid to try, so I didn't try it. Then I had mashed potatoes, because even if it's like, I said, because they were kind of like, her sons were like joking with me and being like, her stepsons and her son were joking with me like, saying something about it. I was like, you guys, it's not like from a belief system at all, okay? Like, if I knew that there was, you know, no meat in it, I would eat it. It's that, it's the fact that, like, if I get cross-contaminated and, like, 20 minutes to 30 minutes, 20 minutes to half an hour, like, I'm going to be a complete mess. Like, my stomach's going to be torn apart, you know? Because I never lecture anybody about being a vegetarian or a vegan or whatever. I'm not a vegan, you know? And I never lecture anybody about it. It's just my thing that I do. I never, like, you know, if people ask, I usually don't even tell people before I go to dinner at their house and stuff like that. I'm just like, I can pick around it, I can figure it out or whatever, you know, unless it's friends of mine that know. And then people are always so kind. They always like even Alex's uncle the other night, like, had some special things that were, like, made for me that he would, like, say, this doesn't have meat in it. Caroline does the same thing. This doesn't have meat in it. This doesn't have meat in it. And stuff like that. So we had dinner, a very nice dinner. And then after dinner, they were all having coffee and, like, drinks and stuff like that and wine. And so I helped Caroline clean up. And so I, like, you know, cleared the table. And she was doing dishes. And so we kind of hung out in the kitchen together and stuff like that. And then we opened presents. Everybody opened presents. And I had told Caroline we were at Nordstrom. And she was, like, wanting to get this sweater for Alex. And I was like, he's not going to wear that sweater. And she's like, well, I don't know what to get him. And I go, get him this sweater. And he opened the sweater. It was like, it looks like very kind of like, you know, the exclusive, like, college kind of, like, sweater, you know, V-neck sweater from, like, the 70s or something. And so it's really cute, though. So she got that for him, and he loved it. And so yeah, so we opened her presents. Hey, how are you? So we opened her presents, and then they had, like, the day before, Caroline said, hey, like, she sent out a text because her stepson wanted to do, we've been doing, like, this funny white elephant every year, although he doesn't ever do, like, it's always like, he and his wife always bring, like, very serious gifts. And so we did this white elephant, and it was so funny because that was one of the reasons why we were late, because I had already brought up my stuff from the basement. We were just going to find something from the basement, you know, most people did. So I brought up this fan that says effing fabulous on it, like, you know, a fan to flip. And then I bought those, like, those books that are like the children's books, but they're about celebrities. It's like everything you need to know about Betty White, everything you need to know about Frida Kahlo. Well, I have the Beyonce one. And so I brought the Beyonce one and the fan, and I put it in a bag. Caroline ended up picking it. She was, like, doing the fan. Her and her son were doing the fan all night long, trying to figure out how to do it. Caroline cannot. I was trying to explain it to her. But anyway, so we did that. And then her stepson always, like, does some activity every year. And it's so nice. And so he loves games. And so he brought bingo. Apparently we did it last year, but I don't remember doing bingo last year. I'm sure if I could go back and watch last year's vlog, and we probably did bingo. But he brought this whole bingo game, and he brought all these gifts. And so, like, okay, you got a card, and then you played bingo. And, like, the first person to get a line, diagonal, straight, cross, whatever, like, got to pick a prize. Okay? And then you kept on playing, but you couldn't win multiple prizes, okay? But you kept on playing because the first person that got a Christmas X, an X on the, you know, like, 2 diagonals, wins the grand prize, which my husband won in, like, the first 20 minutes. So he got the grand prize. I don't even remember what the grand prize was now. But they were really nice gifts. They were, like, fun gifts and stuff like that. Like, I can't remember. Caroline got, like, those rackets with those things. What are those called? What's it called? I can't. Badminton. She got that. And what did I get? No, I can't remember what I got. I got, like, this nacho, like, building game or something. It's cute. So anyway, so we played this, like, bingo thing, and then that was fun. And then I was just kind of, like, hanging out, talking to Caroline's son and his girlfriend, and just kind of catching up with them. And Alex was like, I'm gonna lay down. He was so tired. So he went in the other room, which used to be my Uncle Dave's, like, part of his bedroom, but, like, it's now, it was a dining room, then it was his bedroom, now it's a dining room. She had the whole thing, like, contracted out and redone, so it's now, like, this little sitting area. It's real cute. It's where she has her Christmas tree and stuff. So Alex went in there and laid down. So I like got a Diet Coke, and I was like, he's just going to rest for a little bit. I was tired too, so I was talking to them, and Caroline came in and she talked to me. But she played a game. It was like a 4-person game with them at the table. There was a lot of games last night. And then her stepson like looked at the clock and he was like, oh, we have to get home in like 90 minutes or something like that. He was like, because some football or I don't know what kind of game it was. Lucas, somebody was playing. It's their favorite person. They had to wear their jerseys and all that stuff. Anybody could come over to their house, but they were going home to play. They got special snacks and everything for it, right? It was cute. So anyway, and they're like their dog and all this kind of stuff, and so they had a jersey for their dog and all this kind of stuff. So they were so excited. They were posting pictures, they were sending us pictures last night of them in their jerseys and with their dog and their jersey and all this kind of stuff. So anyway, so like Alex was like dead asleep, like out, and so I went in. I was like, babe. He was like, finally he woke up, and he was like, came in the room, and I was like, I could tell he was so tired. I was like, are you ready to go? He's like, I'm ready to go. And so we didn't stay really that long last night at all. And so we got home. I feel like it was like maybe like right before 9 when we got home last night. And no, it couldn't have been. We didn't stay there that long. We didn't stay there 5 hours. Maybe we got home like at 8 or something. I don't remember. But we got home, put the stuff away, I brought all this stuff home. I brought like these petite fours, or is that what they're called, that she had, and I brought some candy chocolate pretzel deals that her daughter-in-law made, and then I brought mushrooms. Oh, those mushrooms are delicious. The mushrooms home, and I brought mac and cheese home, and a piece of apple pie. Oh, I had a piece of apple pie there too. Caroline's son David got it from Taylor's Bakery. So I had a piece of apple pie with, no, I was going to have ice cream on it, but I had like, the ice cream they had was like, it was called like ice cream cone, or waffle cone ice cream or something. I was like, no, I just wanted vanilla. So anyway, so the apple pie was good, and so anyway, I brought all that stuff home. So I laid down, I was like, so Alex was like, I'm going to sleep for the night, like I'm tired, I'm exhausted. I was like, okay. So he went to bed. I think we got home at like 8. I can't remember what time it was now, but I feel it was early. It wasn't too late. So I knew everybody was doing stuff last night, so I didn't, like, I texted Tanya and whatever, and so I just, finally I was just like, okay, I'm gonna lay down too, because I was really tired. I was like, I'm gonna lay down, I'm gonna get up. Oh, because Caroline's daughter-in-law and I were talking. She's on the 6th season of Vanderpump Rules, and I'm like, I was on the end of the 2nd season because I was watching the reunion. So I was like, to be honest with you, like, I have loved Christmas, watching the Christmas movies, the Christmas shows, but I'm kind of glad Christmas is over, so I can go home tonight and I can watch Vanderpump Rules. And she's like, I'm exactly there with you. After this game is over tonight, we're gonna, when he's like doing his other sports stuff, I'm gonna watch Vanderpump Rules. So that was my plan. Well, I laid down. I took a long nap. Like, I mean, it was like long winter's nap. I took like a 2.5 hour nap or 2 hour nap or something. It was nice. And I got up and put my pajamas on, came downstairs here, got all my food out because I was hungry again. I got all my food out, put it out there to like to eat and watch a show. And I looked and I was like, okay, I've got shows I got to catch up on. And the first one was Below Deck, but I thought Below Deck came out on Mondays. Now I have it listed that it comes out on Tuesday. So I don't know if it comes out tonight or if it came out last night, or if they moved the date, or if it didn't air this week because of the holidays. I don't know. So I couldn't watch Below Deck. I have all these shows from last week to catch up on. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch the Real Housewives of New York Legacy Ultimate Girls Trip. So I watched that last night, got caught up on that. I feel like I watched something else and got caught up in it, and then I binge watched Vanderpump Rules for like hours. Like, I couldn't stop. I watched like the end of part 1. No, I was on part 2 of the finale, the reunion of season 2, and then they do like a secrets reunion part, and I watched that. So it's those 2 episodes, and then I'm like on the 4th episode. I guess I watched 4. I guess I watched, well, no, a total of 5 or 6 episodes back to back of Vanderpump Rules. I feel like I talked to somebody on the phone at some point. And then I just was like, okay, I gotta go to bed. So went to bed and slept really well, and then got up today, and Alex had to do a little bit of work from home, but not much. And then he's just been kind of like hanging out today. I wasn't sure if we were gonna like go see Jesse and Fufu before they left, but so they left. We didn't go see them, and because they were like just getting ready to leave and stuff today. So but it was really fun seeing them and hanging out and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, now Christmas is over. Time to get back to the normal. And then today, I was like, I filmed a drama video, And I've got like all these films outlined for this whole, like I did this the other night. I was thinking of all these ideas, and then today I kind of like spaced it out through the week. I have like all these, not so many review videos, but I have videos from my Peter Does Stuff channel, videos for, well, my vlog is just like a no-brainer, right? Like I every day just talk about what I'm doing and thoughts about the world and memories and stuff like that. And then my Peter Does Stuff, I have like 4 or 5 videos that I want to do this week. And then my drama channel, it's like a lot of like look backs this week, like top stories of 2023 that I covered, top 5 videos. I feel like I already said this on here. Anyway, those are the videos that I'm doing for this week. Unless some drama pops off, then, you know, of course I'll cover that over there. And, yeah, I might take it a little bit laid back. Tomorrow's Cousin Fun Day. I don't really have tons of errands to run. Caroline wanted to do something different for lunch tomorrow, so I don't know what we're going to do for lunch. I think her stepson, who is still in town for a couple days, he's from out of state. I think he's going with us tomorrow, which will be fun. So probably just run around and do some stupid stuff, you know. I don't really have like a lot of errands to run, so yeah, that'll be fun. And then I don't know. I think tonight Alex and I might lay down for a little bit because I've been like back to back filming videos. I just saw him come into the kitchen so I can see he was at the light, so he must be done with his work. So we'll probably watch The Housewives a little bit tonight. We've got like 3 episodes of House of Villains to watch. And then, I'm also going to do my most anticipated reality shows of 2023. That's going to be on my reality TV channel. I'm going to do that, or 2024. That's going to be up sometime this week. I was thinking about that. I'm trying to think of like all these videos that I want to do this week before the year ends. You got to start it right back up on January 1st. New year. New year, new me. Do you love when people say that? New year, new me. I probably offended one person out there that has said it and really means it. New year, new me. New day, new me. New minute, new me. New hour, new me. I say and do whatever makes you happy, you know? Anyway. It's very still outside tonight, except for all these cars that keep on coming and going. Oh, it's their neighbor that's having a party. That's why there's a bunch of people parking on the street and in their, because in my neighbor's house, they're like parking like way over, so they can still get in their driveway and go in their garage. So they must have just asked them if they can like park in their driveway. We're not going anywhere. They could have parked in our driveway. I looked on the phone earlier today. Oh, I already said this about did I already say this about the pool opening? I'm like counting down the pool up. I'm ready for the pool to open. I am ready for spring. Oh no, I was talking about this on my drama video because I said the 4 seasons of Peter Monn are Christmas, New Year's, pool opening, and Halloween. Those are my 4 holidays. I don't really get that excited about New Year's though anymore. Anyway. Like after Christmas, I'm just ready for summer to be here and the pool to open, you know, or at least for it to be like really nice out here. I can remember last year. Do you guys remember? I was like so excited for it to be out nice again. I mean, I can't believe I made it through December. I literally have January, February, March. I mean, April is pretty nice in Indiana. Although last night we were talking and Caroline's son was like, I think it's going to be really, really bad in January. I go, I have that feeling too, but they say the Farmer's Almanac and stuff like that. All my neighbors are saying it's not supposed to be bad at all. He goes, I have a feeling it's going to be really, really bad. He goes, we've actually had quite a bit of precipitation. And he goes, I think it's going to get worse in January. And I said, I think February, so we'll see. But I made it still being able to sit out here. I mean, tonight I wouldn't sit out here and watch TV. It's way too cold. But I made it out here vlogging and stuff and been completely fine, you know, through December. So I've got January, February, March, and I'm done. And then I can sit out here on my porch again, get my plants and everything ready, move my hostas down there. I'm so excited for spring and summer. So yeah, so there's that. And I think that's it. So anyway, I hope that you guys had a great holiday. If you're off this week, you're spending time with friends and family, or if you're just spending it alone, I hope you're enjoying it. If you're working, thank you for your service during this time, this holiday season. And especially for you people out there that have to deal with people every day, returning stuff and food, ordering stuff and sending food back to all that nonsense. I thank you so much, people. Healthcare workers, thank you so much for your service during this, you know, a serious time, and just everybody out there. I'm sure I'm missing somebody, but you know, whatever you do, it's, you know, thank you at this time of the year. And start making our goal list for 2024. What do you want to do in 2024? What do you want to achieve? What are your goals? Let me know in the comment section below. Just one simple one if you have to. Anyway, I hope that you guys had a magically amazing Christmas. I hope you guys had just as wonderful a time as I did. It was so nice just being with friends and family and, you know, and just, well, mostly family, I guess, and just being present and just enjoying those small moments. It was really fun. So anyway, I hope that you guys are having a magically amazing Tuesday and a happy December 26th, day after Christmas. And if nobody else has told you this today, I love you. And remember these 3 very important things. 1, you can start your day over whenever you want, or your week if you need to. 2, practice random acts of kindness, or your hour if you need to even, or your minute. 2, practice random acts of kindness, but shh, don't tell anyone. Just do it because it's a nice thing to do. It's the right thing to do, to put some positivity out there and kindness into the world, you know, and love and all that. And 3, most importantly, make sure that you reach out to somebody and let them know how much they mean to you, whether it's through text message, letter, phone call, visit, whatever. You don't know that, you know, you never know. You might be putting a smile on their face, like I always say. Or like I always say, you might be putting a smile on their face. You might be changing their day for the better. You might be making them feel not so all alone. And you might be the only person that they hear from today. You don't know. And also be kinder to one another. Love one another a little bit more. And most importantly, be kinder to yourself and love yourself more. Because if you're kinder to yourself, then you will be kinder to others. And if you love yourself more, then you will love others more as well. So it's very important. And I love you guys so much. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Love you. Oh, and for everybody out there, one more I love you. I love you guys so much, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Love you. Bye. I was gonna say Happy New Year, then I was gonna say Happy Birthday, Lena, and then I was gonna say Merry Christmas, Lena, but Merry Christmas, Lena is over. So just, hey y'all, hey Lena. Bye. Love you guys. See you tomorrow. Bye. Love you.